Good evening. Perth's snap three-day lockdown will end tonight after plunging the Anzac Day long weekend into chaos. It comes after WA recorded no new cases of community spread. Natalie Forrest joins us live from Kings Park. Nat, some restrictions will remain in place for now.
Yeah, that's right, Narelda. It's certainly not a return to normal just yet, but there has been a collective sigh of relief among more than 2 million West Aussies that three-day snap lockdown ends tonight. Now, travel is permitted, schools and workplaces can reopen, but masks will remain mandatory across the Perth and Peel regions. Now, the Premier today has praised West Aussies for their efforts and says it's time for a cautious reopening. The centre of Perth, a complete ghost town today. But life will pour back into the city within a matter of hours after the state recorded no new community COVID cases.
The short three-day lockdown has done the job it was designed to do. It was the circuit breaker we needed to limit community spread and keep our community healthy. But
it will be a step-down approach to restrictions. From midnight, masks are still required in the Perth and Peel regions, but travel to other regions is permitted. Workplaces can resume, but it's preferred you work from home if you can. Home gatherings of up to 20 people are allowed. Community sport can resume without spectators, and school is back for students, but university classes remain online for now. Most businesses can reopen, except for the casino, gyms and nightclubs. Those that do open are subject to the 4 square metre rule, with a cap of 20 patrons at any time. And cafes, pubs and restaurants can only offer seated service.
We suspect that many hospitality venues just simply won't open because the conditions are so onerous.
This lockdown has been disruptive. I'm very sorry that it had to happen. I encourage everyone to keep supporting local businesses as much as they can.
The state government now faces questions over how it plans to compensate thousands of businesses and workers left out of pocket by the lockdown.
We estimate across the board around up to 100 million would have been lost as a result of these closures.
The end of lockdown will also see a return of elective surgery in our hospitals.
The focus will be on Category 1 and urgent Category 2 elective surgery for the next 4 days. Non-urgent Category 2s and all Category 3s will be rescheduled.
As the Premier offers a blanket apology to West Australians.
I accept responsibility for everything. I accept responsibility for everything within Western Australia.
And we're still not out of the woods yet. We are still waiting on the test results for about a third of the close contacts of those 3 infected community cases, as health authorities urge anyone who has visited dozens of exposure sites to isolate and still get tested.
A test for WA health authorities as our freedom hangs in the balance.
So if the last time that the gentleman was in the community was on the 23rd of April, then we could get cases up to 14 days after that.
From just 3 positive cases, 33 exposure sites were listed across the city. WA Health identified 354 close contacts. Almost 2/3 have now returned negative results. That includes all diners from the Kitchen Inn, where the latest case contracted the virus. Around 400 casual contacts are still waiting for the all clear. This COVID scare seeing almost 30,000 people tested since Friday.
Pretty impressed at the contact tracing, and it's kind of good to see that the system is in place and is working well.
It's always in the back of your mind that should someone else test positive, where have they been?
After a 4-hour wait at Joondalup testing clinics yesterday, today lines were relatively quiet.
Did you have long to wait here today? No, it was good. Yeah, I was expecting a long delay, but no, it was good. It was quick.
They're pretty well organised, so you can tell they've been doing it for a while.
Thousands of tests collected at drive-through clinics, hospitals and GPs will end up here. Western Diagnostic Pathology's new lab on the front line of the war on COVID.
Laboratory testing has been absolutely critical to the public health response in terms of controlling this pandemic, and without it we would have really struggled.
The purpose-built Jandakot facility has doubled daily processing capacity from 3 to 6,000. With a streamlined handling system, up to 500 samples could be batch tested at once.
That improves our turnaround time in terms of results, and that's obviously critical for tests such as the COVID PCR test.
In the event of a major outbreak, this new facility has the ability to operate 24/7, allowing for a potential 9,000 tests to be processed each day. Authorities urging people to continue getting tested.
So you have to encourage people to keep doing that. We need people to get out there, get tested. That will give us the confidence then to make those decisions going forward.
Cindy Lavrenchik for 10 News First.